Let's just jump right in.
So this is like a magazine that I made of myself. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. I'm Montriana and I married my high school sweetheart after he was sentenced to life in prison.
So this is part two. In part one, we focus on the marriage itself. But with my policy background, I couldn't help but want to look into his background and how he got tied up into this, seeing as how they kept mentioning that this was out of his character.
The hardest thing for me about Manny being in prison is me knowing who he is and feeling like somebody in there and they don't deserve that. You know what I mean? He has a life sentence right now. He's been in there for going on 7 years. People say a lot of stuff. Why stick beside somebody that's in that situation or he deserves to be there and they don't even know him?
I don't personally think that this is a case of wrongful conviction, but I do think what she's about to talk about indicates one of the reasons why he's in prison.
He knew I liked women. So he said, like, you can date women still. Like, I don't mind. Just let me know. He told me that was fine. So I had a little girlfriend or just somebody I was messing with. I told him about it, but it ended up getting around the school. And they kind of like talked about him for it and made him feel bad about allowing me to do that. It initially broke us up.
Now, did y'all peep that? They initially made a decision about their relationship, but instead of standing on his own decision, he allowed peer pressure to push him outside of what he really wanted to do.
When I found out that he was incarcerated, it was very hard for me. It was hard for me because I understood like he didn't deserve that and he doesn't deserve that. I just was looking at his charges and just looking at the situation. I'm like, that's not him. What's going on? So it caused me to have questions.
So her description caused me to have questions. So I had to look deeper into it, and I did find her TikTok linked to the original Love Don't Judge video. And you can see more posts. These ones include her husband's face. He is not anonymous in her posts. And I was also able to find his name, see their banter, and he looks like a really chill guy. When you think of somebody with a life sentence, he's definitely not the monster personality that most people would expect to come across, which is usually the case.
Babe.
What do you need to put the phone on me for? Unless you finna do some sneaky, scandalous shit.
No, cause I don't know what.
No, cuz you stuttering and shit.
I don't know what she finna say.
Who is she?
My friend.
No, I ain't hear that shit. She my friend too.
I'm putting you on mute, babe.
No, you do not.
Yes.
No, you the fuck not.
Okay, hold on.
I'll be quiet, but no, you ain't.
Yo,
What?
you know you left your purse over here?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, and I seen like condoms. I don't know if you thought it was
What's up with the me for her? What's up with the I don't want to do too much, but you my woman, so I'm gonna do more than too much. Baby, you a goddess, baby.
Thank you.
Like you beautiful, you good, you smart, you phenomenal, you outstanding, you wonderful ass mother, baby.
You ready for me to see my man in prison?
Then her mom, knowing him from childhood, also shared confusion around his sentence.
Okay, I was like having skeptical kind of thoughts. Knowing the type of person that he is and for the crime that he's in jail for, it's like, what happened? Like, because I never knew him to be like a thug.
Now, this is the first time I've actually looked into someone's charge on this series, but it looks like he was actually promised a lesser charge if he cooperated with the police, and he did. He was actually also due a mistrial, but that unfortunately never happened. It actually looks like this was a case of the investigator not understanding how he spoke. He answered a question using slang, and that way of speaking was used against him. And coincidentally, there was another guy on the case who accepted and received a 35-year plea.
So when I heard about the cases or whatever, I'm like, oh no.
I like to say to the people that judge my decisions that it's probably some things that I don't like that they do, but I don't judge them. There's nothing wrong to me.
They don't post it online, girl. You ain't got no way of judging them.
It doesn't matter where he's at, where he resides. I love someone. The future holds a lot for us. He will be coming home, and
I believe that with you, girl. He will be coming home. There's a lot of people that even I know in my circle who have had life sentences or virtual life sentences, which a virtual life sentence is when somebody is sentenced to so many years that they virtually ain't coming home. Like, I know someone who was sentenced to serve 240 plus years, and he was sentenced at the age of 16. That's a virtual life sentence, but technically it's not a life sentence. He's home now.
I'm certain of that. I'm sure.
So that was another Love Don't Judge video featuring a young woman who got married to her high school sweetheart. Quite an interesting tale, and I hope that he does come home. I hope for her and for the sake of their marriage and her family. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Let me tell you, don't hate, it's not good. I gotta tell you, don't hate, it's not